Hey Jerry, this is Tristan with Big Picture SEO. We spoke on the phone a couple hours ago and I told you I was going to shoot you over this video, just showing you a couple different ways you can boost your online presence. And this is that video. I don't want to take up a lot of your time with this, so I'm just going to get straight into it. And we do have a little bit to talk about. So usually the way that I do this, I start on, the person who I'm filming this for's website. And, I go from there, but you don't even have a website built out. And that's kind of going to be your biggest problem. And I'll show you why. So if we move to this tool I like to use, it's called Airs. It shows me websites analytical data. So I have all pro tint, and if we go here, we have looked up window tinting Rayleigh. They're the very first website that pops up organically, all pro tint. I put them in this tool I use. They get 949 people a month on their website, and I'll explain what all of this means throughout this, but we'll stick with these two now. 949 people on their website, and they're ranking for 2,100 keywords. And a keyword is just words and phrases within your website that Google deems are common search terms and that you want to be ranking for and found for. So obviously the more keywords that you have, the volume that you're going to be able to target. So their number one here is going to be all pro window films, probably related to their business, and that gets 250 searches a month. They're in the first position, which means that they're the first organic website to pop up for that, and then they get 83 people a month from that, which is fine, but you want to stick with more like location oriented and buyer intent keywords and key phrases. So like window tint Carolina, that has 800 searches a month. They're in the second position, but this was updated 3 days ago. We saw they're in the first now, and they get 58 people a month on their website from that. And then like best tinting near me, again, that's going to be like a global keyword. People in whatever California could be looking that up. And so these 500 searches could be from all over the US. It's not really something you would want to target, but you could because somebody's looking that up. Like for instance, they're in the fourth position, they're in Rayleigh, so this is coming up. And if we keep going down a little bit, we can see they got window tinting Rayleigh. So without the NC, that's 250 more searches. Second position, so they get 35. Keep going a little bit. Rayleigh window tinting, another 450. 6 and 15. Tint Rayleigh, 200, 514. Window tint Rayleigh, North Carolina, 100. So having a website and putting keywords within those websites is super important. That way, when people are looking up window tinting Rayleigh, you're going to be the organic listing that pops up, and they're not going to have to go through the Google Map Pack listing for like 5 minutes to find your website, because most people they're not trying to do that. They're trying to get something fast. You know what I mean? And then I also put on the number two organic website. So we got Rayleigh window tinting. If we go back, that's the number two here. And they're, being in the second position, they're not getting as much traffic, and that's also because they're not ranking for as many keywords, so they're not getting all that traffic from different search terms. But if we go in, we can see that, they are ranking with window tinting Rayleigh, Rayleigh window tinting Rayleigh tint, tint Rayleigh, 3 millimeter or 3 meter window tinting Rayleigh, and then car window tint. So it's all, it's all location and buyer intent right here oriented. So all the people that are coming to their website are specifically looking for window tinting and Rayleigh. Now, after you're gonna have to build yourself a website. That's kind of just how it is. And do not do the free Google business site. They don't give you enough room to put on content and whatnot. They just give you like those testimonial pages and then some pictures and a description of your business. But after you go through and you build yourself a website and you have the content in there, and also, I'm sorry, you're not gonna want to overstuff with keywords. So after you build out your website, I'm not saying in one paragraph, say that we've been window tinting Rayleigh North. We've been window tinting Rayleigh, North Carolina for whatever, and then right under that, window tinting Rayleigh. Come here for the best, and then under that, just put another one, because Google, when they index your site, they see that as spam, and they're not going to let your website rank. Their algorithms are made to push out bot sites, spam looking sites, and so you're going to want, to have high quality and relevant content. I usually do 150 words per keyword. That's just a good baseline. It makes you look a little bit more real. Authenticity is super important in Google's eyes. So after you do that, after that, the important part is getting the power to your website so you can move up position-wise. And you do that with backlinks. And all a backlink is a link within a website that refers back to a website. So for example, if I could click this and it would take me back to their website, that's a backlink. And then a referring domain is a website that has your link in it. So they have 100 websites linking back to them with a total of 611 backlinks. And we can go in and we can see exactly where they're getting all of their power from. So if we look here, they got glassonweb.com, yellow pages, topmost window tinting, Mr. Kinley, whatever that is, car fixations, Kia Soul forums, window tinting experts, Mr. Keenly again. So this is a blog here. Was this one a blog? Oh, this one is also a blog. So blogs are really good because, whenever you're posting that out on the internet and linking back to yourself, not only does it make you look like more of a real person, it also shows Google that you're willing to give value out onto the internet without asking for anything in return except maybe a link or something. So if you just go out and talk about why, tinting your windows reduces the UV light that comes into your car or whatever, that's a pretty good, that's an easy blog there. And then you link back to yourself in that, you'll get some power coming back to you. And then glass on web, whatever this is, probably just a little guest post thing that they have maybe. And a guest post is just a website that allows you to go out and put your link with inside of it or your URL for like $5 to $20 is a good baseline, but it can go all the way up to $100 depending on how authoritative the link will be. And after you get your website built out and everything, put your content in there, get ranking with keywords, and you're going out here trying to find the power, you have to go through and see exactly what they're in and get exactly what they're in, or something that will match it. That way you can for sure match them when it comes to having power to your website. And then again, we can go through real quick and just see the different websites that they're in, other than their links. So my strikingly, maybe that's what that is. Yellow Pages, Site 123, Super Pages, Society, My Free Website, YP, Site Price, Starter Story, Hub, Lenza, and then all these over here. We can give them like 50 more or whatever it is, or over 100 more. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that's what you're gonna have to do to beat these guys out. And then again, we can go to the second spot on Google. As you can see, like they have less backlinks, they're ranking for less keywords, they're getting less people on their website. You can go in and see where they're getting their power from. Maybe that you can learn a couple of things here that these people don't have. So EP Window Film, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, YP, Business is Up, Local Expert Finder, Yellow Pages. And then this is an example of a guest post here. I'll actually just show you real quick so you can get an idea of like what you would be doing. And I think these ones are usually $5 actually as well. Yeah, so just 30 domains listed here. Enter your site, pay $5, and then they list your domain for $5. And that gives you power from that. And the last thing I'm going to want to talk to you about is citations. And a citation is just your business's name and address and phone number. And you're going to put those citations inside of directories. And a directory is a website that allows you to do that. So things like Yellow Pages and Expertise and 3 Best Rated, Local Database, Easy Local, Keps Best. There's literally hundreds out there, hundreds that you can put yourself in, like Contractors Up or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of window tinting ones that maybe I haven't seen yet specifically. And like with backlinks, or I guess I didn't say this, I'm not saying go out after you build yourself a website and buy a random 200 backlinks from a random website to try and beat these people out, because if they're not relevant to what you do, like with content, so say you got like a Pizza Hut link linking back to you, when Google indexes that, they'll see a pizza place is going to a window tint shop. That doesn't make a lot of sense. They're not going to transfer the power. So that's definitely something you're going to have to watch out for. You need relevant, authoritative backlinks. And then like with backlinks for citations, you don't want to go out and put your window tinting business in a landscaping citation, list yourself in a landscaping directory. That would be terrible. It's not going to help your website at all, and it's not going to push you up through the map pack. It makes you look fake. So authenticity is a big, big, big thing to keep in Google's eyes, because their algorithms again are made to stay away to push out the bot spam sites. So just make sure you're staying relevant to your industry at all times. So one more time, you're gonna have to go and build yourself a website to be able to do all this. Put in the content, save your pictures correctly with keyword content, and then after you're ranking for keywords, go out, get some backlinks, bring power to your website, and then if you want to, list your citations and try and get listed in the map pack. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I do offer these services, so if this is something you feel like you might be interested in, feel free to reach back out to me. My number is 812-827-3138. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you for your time.